Kay's magical journey. Brazil. Off to Brazil. Kay was full of excitement as he opened the old map he found at home. It was a map of Brazil, with its capital Brasilia written in big letters. He knew some things about Brazil, like its famous dance, the samba, and its language, Portuguese. The map showed pictures of green forests and big cities. There was also Brazil's flag with bright colors. Suddenly, Kay's room started to turn around him. He felt like he was flying all the way to Brazil. When he stopped spinning, he was standing under the warm sun of Brazil. The music of drums was in the air. He was ready to see everything that Brazil had to offer. Kay couldn't wait to explore. He wanted to learn about the country's places, meet its people, and try speaking a little Portuguese. He looked at the map again and started walking. His adventure in Brazil was just beginning. Carnival. Kay couldn't believe his eyes. The streets were full of people dressed in bright colors, dancing to the music. Everyone was happy and full of energy. He put on his mask and joined in. It was Carnival, the biggest party in Brazil. The music had a strong beat that made you want to move. Kay tried to dance the samba, just like the other dancers. They were all following the beat of the drums. Everyone was laughing and dancing together, and it felt like one big family. The masks made it more fun. They were colorful, and some looked like animals or had big feathers. With his mask on, Kay felt free to dance how he wanted. He made new friends, and they danced down the street together. Carnival was not just a normal party. It was a special time when everyone came together to celebrate. Kay felt the joy of the festival deep in his heart. Rainforest. Kay stepped into the Amazon rainforest, a world alive with mystery and wonder. The air was warm and heavy, thick with moisture that hugged his skin. The forest floor was a tapestry of green dotted with vibrant flowers and busy insects. Tall trees stretched up to the sky, their leaves whispering secrets of the rainforest. His guide explained that this place was like a giant living room, where every plant and animal was important. Each one has a job in the rainforest, he said. As they walked, they saw animals that Kay had only seen in books. Bright birds flitted through the trees, monkeys chattered above, and curious creatures rustled in the underbrush. This is one of the richest places on Earth for life, the guide told him, pointing to a tree that housed more species than Kay could count. Overhead, a bird with rainbow feathers soared gracefully, its beauty leaving Kay in awe. Kay realized that the rainforest was a treasure chest of life. He felt grateful to be there, to learn and to explore this lush, wild place. Food. Kay wandered through a busy market, where the market was full of exciting new smells. It was a place where food told stories, and today he was going to taste Brazil. He saw a cook stirring a big pot of feijoada. It was a stew with beans and meat, and it smelled delicious. "This is a special dish for us," the cook said with a smile. Then a woman selling sweets called him over. "Try some brigadeiros," she said. They were little chocolate balls covered in sprinkles. When Kay bit into one, it was so sweet and soft, it made him happy. Everywhere he looked, there were different foods to try. Fruits that were bright and juicy, bread that was warm and soft, and snacks that were salty and crunchy. Kay tried as much as he could. He learned that each part of Brazil has its own food. And every bite tells a part of Brazil's story. By eating their food, Kay felt like he was getting to know the people and their way of life. It was like the food was talking to him, showing him what Brazil is really like. Rain sticks. Kay stood near a big waterfall, watching the water fall down like a long, white curtain. The sound was loud and beautiful. He was there to make a rain stick, a special tool that can make the same sound as rain. A man who knew how to make rain sticks was helping him. He showed Kay a long, hollow tube. "We fill this with small stones and seeds," he said. "When you turn it upside down, it sounds like rain." Kay carefully put the pebbles and seeds into his tube. He was making his own rain stick. When he finished, he turned his rain stick over. The sound was soft, and it really did sound like rain. He closed his eyes and could imagine the rainforest around him, full of life and sounds. The man said, "With this rain stick, you can remember the rainforest." Kay nodded. He felt proud that he could make something so special. It was like he was holding a piece of the rainforest in his hands. Amazon. Kay went deeper into the Amazon rainforest. It was like a green sea full of different kinds of life. He saw a jaguar resting in a spot of sunlight, looking calm and powerful. High up in the trees, a toucan called out with a loud, clear sound. Then a colorful tree frog jumped near him, bright green against the leaves. All around him there were sounds. Insects were making a soft buzz that filled the air. Kay thought each little creature was important, like a piece of a big puzzle that made the rainforest whole. He took out his journal and wrote down what he saw and heard. He wanted to remember everything. But as he wrote, he understood that the Amazon was more amazing than words could tell. It was alive, always moving and changing. Kay felt very small in this huge, wild place. But he also felt lucky to be there, to see the wonders of the Amazon with his own eyes. Food. Kay was in a kitchen where a family was cooking together. The sound of barbecue crackling made the whole room feel warm. He helped by making dough for coconut cookies. The cookies were sweet and the kitchen smelled wonderful. A glass of guava soda was fizzy and had a sharp, sweet taste. Kay had never tried it before and he really liked it. "Each drink and dish tells a story," said the mother, smiling as she cooked. "When we cook, we share our lives." She showed Kay how to cook meat on the grill. The meat sizzled, and soon it was golden and smelled good. As they ate, everyone talked and laughed. Kay felt like he was part of the family. He learned that in Brazil, food is not just eating. It's about being together and making memories. Every flavor seemed to tell him something about the people and their love for each other and their home. Going home. Kay's adventure in Brazil was almost over. He felt sad and happy at the same time. He loved the beautiful places he saw, the new music he heard, and the tasty food he tried. It was hard to leave. Before he left, a friend gave him a small flag of Brazil. "Take this with you," she told him, "so you will always remember us." Kay thanked her and put the flag carefully in his bag. When he got back to his room, he put the flag next to the map on his wall. It was a bright spot of colors, and it made him think of all the friends he had made. He looked at the map and thought about where he would go next. There were a lot more countries to see, and each one was an exciting mystery. Kay knew that each map was a door to a new world. He couldn't wait to start his next journey and find more treasures and friends. Brazil was just the beginning.